Good day everyone, welcome to Raw, October 15th. We kick off the show with Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre coming out of the ring, and they got microphones on them. Ziggler introduces video footage from last week, talking about how Dean Ambrose is questioning his position in the Shield. Drew and Dolph take turns, basically going back and forth about how the Shield is breaking up, and things like that. Drew says that Dolph is fantastic, but he's no Drew McIntyre. Finally, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns interrupt them, but they're without Dean Ambrose. Next up, we have Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins taking on each other for a qualifying match in the World Cup at Crown Jewel. Dolph tries to get involved, but Seth knocks him down. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, Dean Ambrose music hits. Drew is counted out. Seth advances to the World Cup tournament. Next up, we pretty much get a film match with Nia Jax and Ember Moon versus Dana Brooke and Tamina. Wow, this is Tamina's first Raw match since she's back from injury. Pretty much it's kind of a nowhere match, doesn't go anywhere. Dana and Ember come back in. Ember hits a closer 3 count. Really a nothing match, doesn't really do much for anybody, but suddenly out of nowhere, kind of what I think I was expecting from last week, Ember Moon joins Tamina and dumps Nia outside the move to apparently prepare for the upcoming Battle Royal Evolution. Next up, we get Ronda Rousey comes out of the ring to talk about how the Bella Twins turned on her last week. She is interrupted by the Bella Twins. Bella's talk about starting the Divas era. Ronda says that the only thing to hold her back at Evolution is the referee, and they can't do a good job at that. Bella's trash Ronda, and they claim they knocked the doors for other women. Ronda says she's been already knocking on doors for a long time, whether it's Judo, whether it's Strikeforce, or UFC. She's always been in the forefront of things. And of course, Ronda kind of gets a good line in, as the only door that Nikki knocked down was John Cena's bedroom, and John Cena drew out the door. Of course, there's some referees to get involved between them. It doesn't really lead to much. We kind of go off to the next segment. Next up, we have Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler for a qualifying match in the World Cup tournament. Drew comes out in fear, but so does Seth Rollins. Ambrose and Rollins seem to have a mix-up. Ambrose gets him in the ring. Ziggler hits the super kick for the 3 count. Winner is Dolph Ziggler. Baron Corbin comes out and makes a match between The Shield and Braun, Drew, and Dolph in a 6-man tag team main event tonight. Next up, we got Finn Balor versus Jinder Mahal. Wow, it looks like both Singh brothers are back together again. Coup de grace for 3 count after a short match. Next up, we got Bobby Lashley versus Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze? Really? Well, okay. Breeze charges, Lashley takes him down with a spinning power slam. 3 count, he wins. Next up, we have a so-called Author of Pain versus the Conquistador. A lot of people it's assumed that it's Kurt Angle under there. The Authors of Pain hit a double team superplex for powerbomb for the 3 count. Winners are Author of Pain. The Conquistador is unmasked, and it's not Kurt Angle. The real Kurt Angle runs out and gives Corbin an Olympic slam on stage. Kurt poses to the fans and leaves. Next up, we have Natalya versus Ruby Riott. Next up, we have a brawl between Natalya and the Riot Squad. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, Sasha and Bayley hit the ring, and then we have a kind of brawl, and then we see that it's Bayley, Sasha, and Natalya together. Next up, we get a walk with Elias. Of course, Elias takes some shots at the city of Philadelphia. Apollo Crews comes out. Oh my God, Apollo Crews! Good Lord, man. Nobody cares about you. Elias says he's going to show what happens when you interrupt him. He takes off his headset. Elias looks for a cheap shot on Crews. Crews ducks. Elias rolls out strong to recover. Elias retreats up the ramp as Crews poses on turnbuckle. We come to the main event of the night. It's The Shield versus Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. Ziggler and McIntyre go to double team Ambrose, but Reigns breaks it up. Braun comes in, but misses spear and hits the ring post. Drew looks for a Claymore kick on Reigns, but Reigns moves, and Drew accidentally kicks Braun Strowman. Ambrose Rollins comes in. The Shield hit a triple powerbomb on Ziggler for the 3 count. Winner The Shield. After the match, we see Braun Strowman grab Ziggler by the hair and remind him what he told him. If you mess up, you'll get these hands. Braun just hits the power slam on Ziggler. Braun gets back up, but Drew hits him with a Claymore kick. So, are we seeing a real breakdown between Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre? Alright guys, let me know what you guys think. Comment below, let me know.